it is in 1991 that we actually amended the Broadcasting Act, and we've done nothing about it since. Since 1991 until now, we have seen a change in how people access information, entertainment. It is through their own streaming on their own devices, on iPad, on computers, whatever. They're not accessing it the usual way anymore. It is an important time for us to recognize that while we have certain rules for Canadian media and for Canadian entertainment, we do not have the same rules for these internet giants from the United States and internationally. They have shown that they do not wish to self-regulate. They've been asked to self-regulate. Well, now they haven't. They've shown that they can't do that, so it's time to regulate them, because we regulate Canadian content. We regulate Canadian broadcasters. We regulate Canadian news. We regulate everything about Canadian media. And so Canadian media is at a total disadvantage when we look at the unregulated international media out there. The European Union is saying that they need to maintain European cultural content. Australia is saying that they need to look at Australian cultural content. I think also we find that everyone is concerned about the disinformation that is unregulated and spread by these international giants. Our own Canadian media have to be careful about how they process information, what they say, how they say it, because they are subject to CRTC ruling on this issue. So we're bringing everything down into what I call leveling the playing field. So we are getting the news from international news aggregators such as Google and Facebook, who are taking everybody else's news from whatever source, not necessarily from a source that is looking at being regulated for the veracity of its content. They're just taking it from anywhere. They're aggregating it. People are reading it. They don't know what's true, what's misinformation, what's disinformation. We also see that by not regulating themselves, these internet giants are also not following things like the content and hate, and they're not looking at some of the content that is spread out there that is very dangerous and harmful. Yet our Canadian media have to follow all these rules.